have a challenge for everybody watching this video, and it's more like a strong urge. I urge you to take 1 week of your life, 7 days, right? Take 7 days to just tune everything out and really tap in with yourself. And the way I want to challenge you to do this is to not watch like any Netflix, don't listen to like any mainstream music or like movies, music videos, anything that's pretty much commercialized. I'm challenging you to take a week off from it and instead replace it with just purely creating from your heart. Like doing something that you love to do that is creative, that allows you to express yourself, your uniqueness. It could be, sewing some clothes. It could be making jewelry. It could be painting. Body movement. Like, I think you say capoeira is like the Brazil type of dance movement. Yoga, some kind of stretching. Or even like a body movement you can make up yourself that you could do consistently. Just something that is creative. And if you do like watch anything or listen to anything, let it be from creative artists, like creative artist music that isn't mainstream. And even with that, like even if you could minimize the words and maybe tune into some instruments during this week. And if you're watching anything, let it be independent films that make you really think and help you tap back into your own creativity rather than just doing something for entertainment. Like, because we watch things for entertainment and it gets us to like put our money towards it. It gets us to laugh. It gets like all of these emotions and all these feelings to come out of us and go towards like the production of those things rather than us being able to really absorb like solid things to sow into our mind and be creative. I think this is so important because in 2019 and really like in 2017 too, but I like found myself in the space before I started creating, making my jewelry, to where I was tuning everything out, and only things that were allowed in my ears or my eyes or my mouth, or coming out of my mouth was really just things that was contributing to building up my life force and my growth and my own energy. And I was really, 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 really serious about it. I was like really, really serious about cultivating my creativity, and it really gave birth to what I do now, to my sovereignty. And it's so important to me because I remember watching Seven Bomar from Understanding. Watch his YouTube if you're going to watch something during that week. But I remember watching it and he kept talking about Sovereignty 2020. And I was like, what is he talking about? What does this mean? It was kind of new to my mind, but my mind understood the concept very well. It wasn't hard for me to really grasp what he was talking about, but I just knew like, okay, this is something I have to do. I have to get sovereign. I have to get to the state of freedom that I am no longer working, or I'm no longer restricted in ways that tie me and weave my essence into the matrix. And once I made that conscious decision, and I also made the conscious decision to tune things out that keep you in a loop-de-loop system, like loop, 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 loop. Like once I made a conscious effort to really get my mind into that space, so much creativity was born inside of me. And I didn't really have to think about it. It just started pouring out of me because I was like tuning so much stuff out. And I don't know if a lot of people get to that point. I don't know if a lot of people give themselves access to get to that state of being, to where they're not constantly absorbing things in media, programming, music wise, celebrity culture, or even just things from their peers, like other people's mind states. I don't know if we allow ourselves to get to that place, but I urge you to explore it. Think about Like, I want you to think about all the creators who made platforms like Netflix, YouTube, Instagram, all the social media platforms and streaming and like all those things. I want you to think about those people, especially the people who created like YouTube. What were we doing before then? What were we doing before Facebook? What were we doing before these platforms? What were we doing before cable? Think about the type of creativity that was born in those times and how time is a continuum. So you can really tap into that level of creativity even in this modern age where we do have so many forms of distractions or social media or whatever, like consuming 90% of our awakened state mind and drifting into your dream sleep realm. Like, it consumes so much of your mind, like to where you even start dreaming about the stuff. Like, but my urge is to have you tap into that space, because the people who created these platforms figured out a way to harness your thoughts, your mind for a majority of your day, every single day. It's like they created a God through these things because we continuously feed them. And I'm not saying that they're bad things. I'm just saying, like, when you start to think like the people that created these things, then you can understand how these things are tools and how you can create your own tool. You could create your own creative force, your own thing that draws in attention to it, that draws people to tune into your channel, to who you are, and, you know, feed you the things that we feed these other things, like feelings of love, joy, happiness, you know, like, or just support, and like all these things could be channeled into you. But we really do, as a collective in America, we really do spend a lot of our day and a lot of our time outsourcing our energy, and we leave very, very little for ourselves. But I won't say everybody does that, because we are in a day and age where people are kind of rising up. People are definitely rising up to different levels of like self-care, mindfulness, and creativity and stuff. So big ups to all the ones who are really tapped into this space like I am. And big up to everybody who's doing it as an example, to really awaken people and allow them to remember who they are outside of these constructs, outside of these things that keep us in a repetitive state of like hell, in a way, of just not growing or not ever being able to see what we're truly capable of and maintaining it and allowing it to like grow. Like, I want to show you guys. Like, this is my cactus plant, and look at him just growing. He grows this way because the sunlight is like, the way that it grows is like towards the sunlight, because it's feeding it, you know. It's like, ooh, I want to go towards that energetic source. And so yeah, like, just like the cactus has distracted me. It's really beautiful. However, I will say that there are like certain tools that can help you. And personally, I've been wearing my pyrite lately. This is a pyrite necklace that I created, and surprisingly, it just hasn't sold. And so something told me to put it on one day, and I did. And it's really like, I put it on at the time that I needed it the most to stay focused and tapped in. So there's like crystals like pyrite that can be used, you know, to assist you on your journey to focus in and create, tap into your solar plexus energy, your foundational energies that give you like a solid rock, solid type of focus. Pyrite is a really powerful stone for determination, reaching your goals. It has masculine energy to it, so it allows you to be more clear in your mind, to make clear-cut decisions that will help you on your journey of, you know, creativity and growth. And then I picked this one up today. This is a beautiful citrine. Wow, it's so beautiful. And this is what like a really good, nice quality citrine looks like. Citrine is known as the merchant stone, and it'll definitely help you tap into your creative energy. It'll help you to tap into those creative things that can bring you income spiritually, monetarily, and mentally. Like, it just brings in good wealth and abundance on all levels of your life. This is citrine. I'm going to be making something with this citrine soon, so I'll have a necklace or something available with this citrine. But I remember when I did start creating, I wore a citrine ring for years, up until this year. I lost it. I think either this year. It's just March now, but I think I might have lost it last year, like December, November or something. But I wore a citrine ring every day, and it really did assist me on that creative journey. And now I'm just in a different part of my journey. I find myself wearing hematite on my hands, on my fingers. Yeah, that's the only crystal I wear as a ring form right now, with sterling silver. And I usually wear a hematite necklace. That's a sun with this alongside this one, and that really helps with like grounding energy. So apparently that's the season that I've been in, is like grounding. But yes, I encourage you guys to tap in with yourself on all levels. Use your crystals and gems to be of assistance for you during this time. And also, like, just give it a try. It's just a week. And that's what we did as children. We just went outside and played until we couldn't play anymore. And then when we came indoors, it's like you're doing whatever you're doing in your child mind that's like still creative until you got to go to bed. Personally, to give you an example, I have been doing a lot of I've been attending yoga class, and it's like a Black-owned studio, which kind of takes a more like Afrocentric approach to yoga, which I really enjoy. And mindfulness of the breathing, it's really good, helping me tap into my breathing. And I've been getting outdoors. I went hiking the other day with my friend, and I've been cooking, but I need to cook more because I've been also ordering some food out these last few days. But I have been cooking, and I've been decorating. And yeah, decorating, rearranging, and cleaning. These are all different things you can do that directly affect your state of mind and allowing you to unlock creativity. Because having a clean space, having good food to eat, having a well-stretched body, and a clear mind, and getting good rest, and fresh air outdoors, and good communion with other people, all these things really, really are going to help you to become sovereign and walk in that, and just continue to unlock those different doors that you need to unlock to experience like heaven on earth. So that's what I had to say. That's the challenge, y'all. Just 1 week. You can do 1 week. You can do it. I think about like when I go abroad to other countries, I hardly use my phone unless it's like to record stuff, because first of all, the service don't always be there, and I'm like not on it a majority of the time. I'm just out doing things in nature, in the water, just flowing with nature. So like treat that 1 week like a vacation from all of these things that keep you in a repetitive loop, and see what is born from that. See what you give life to during that time. If you like this video, put a like on it, subscribe, tune in for more, and share it with your people, them, and let me know. Like, if you do it, come back in the comments and let me know how that 1 week went for you. Until then, I'm out, and thank you so much for tuning in with me.